Hi, it's Gary. Welcome to today's video. Can you believe it? We're past the halfway point of February already. This month just flying by. It's time to take a look at the pens I've been using so far this month, just to see how I've been getting on with them. So remember, this month's theme, Use Me Up. It's all about trying to use up as many pens as I can, get them empty, get them cleaned out. I started the month with 44 pens. I'm now down to 30. Yes, there's only going to be a small selection you see here. A number of the pens, they only had enough ink left for maybe a page, so I've just written them out, cleaned them out, and they've been put away. So starting with this month's pens, first one was a Majohn T5 with Diamine Monboddos hat. Still got ink in it, still going strong. Bit hard to see the ink level when you're looking at the camera. I think I might have enough in there for one more day. It's a nice pen. I enjoy using it. I enjoy the looks of it. Nice smooth nib. Writes really well. One of the things that I've consistently found this month is all the pens write well on most papers, but not Rhodia. I think it's the coating, whereas the rest of my papers, they're not coated. That's something I may explore later on. Next pen we've got, this was the Winston 699. This is empty now. This had Pilot Blue in it. This one is the piston filling version. Not sure if it comes over on the camera. There is also a vacuum filling version. I had awful problems with the vacuum filling version, so much so that it broke after my first use and it went in the bin. This piston version though, really enjoying it. Writes really nicely. Bit of a stiff nib though. We've then got the Nahvalur Schuylkill. It's actually ran out of ink this morning, so after I finished editing this video, this one's going to be cleaned out and again put away. This has got a broad goulet nib on it, and what I'm planning to do is to actually swap the nib that's on this at the moment, and I'm thinking of putting in my Nahvalur 365, which is the Nautilus body, which has got a medium nib, and just swapping the nib so that Nahvalur 365 will then have this broad nib. I love this nib, it's really nice. Again, it does feel a little bit on the stiff side, but it puts down a really gorgeous broad line. We're now on to the Opus 88 Koloro. Still got ink in it, not a lot. Hopefully I'll use this up by the end of the month. If I don't, I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to get washed out. It's been inked up for many months with different inks, but I think it's time now to be put away, have a rest for a while. Nice, I love writing with this one. The nib is very bouncy. A really nice feel to it. I then started the month with the VAC 700R from TWSBI. As you see, this is now empty. Not sure if it comes over on the camera. One of the issues I have with this pen, see if I can get that into the focus point of the camera. I don't know if you can see, it's very difficult to clean out. I'm going to have to give this another go, I think. I may end up having to put it through my ultrasonic. Try and avoid doing that where possible, but just can't get these out. Again, going to be put away for a while. It needs to have a rest. With that VAC 700R, it's a lovely writing experience. I believe it's a Yoho nib. Could be bought, but I believe they're Yoho nibs. I enjoy using it. Again, it's a pen that's usually inked up virtually all the time. The last pen that I started the month with is the Platinum 3776 Century. This one's now empty. This pen, it's a cartridge converter, nice and clean. I like cartridge converters. What I do to clean this out is I actually insert a blunt nose syringe and squirt water directly in. Means I can really clean that out well. This has been the only gold nibbed pen that we started the month with. It's a nice pen, it's a nice line. The notes that I'm reading at the moment, I don't have a script as such, but I have notes about each of the pens. I'll just hold them up. There you can see the sort of things that I'm writing. This was written with that Platinum 3776, and the ink was Cult Pen's Little Bob. I'm not sure if it comes over. It's like a gorgeous red ink, but then it's got this gorgeous gold sheen to it. Really like it. So as these pens were being emptied, I tried to fetch back in a pen that was within the same price range. The price range is being under 100 or over 100 Aussie dollars. So the first one that ran out, I brought in the Ranga Santa. This was the first fill of this pen. It was Diamine Poppy Red, so a nice red to go with it. I got it literally at Christmas Eve, and I filmed the unboxing for it on Christmas Eve. This has got a stub nib. Not sure if you can see that. There we go, really nice nib. I paid the little bit extra, it's a Euro nib. It's a cartridge converter, but look at all these threads. It's resin on resin. If you wanted to, you could eyedropper this. I don't intend to, but it's nice to have that option, isn't it? Seems to take ages to take the body on and off. And I love the name, and I love the theme, you know, Christmas. So we got reds and whites, like Father Christmas there. Okay, my next pen. This is the Hondian N7. This is the peacock version. Another really pretty pen. Another piston filling pen. Again, starting to get low. May not be empty enough to clean out. There may be still another 2 or 3 days left in this. It's a fine nib, so the ink lasts quite a long time in this. Very stiff nib again, but it's a really nice filling pen. Really enjoyed using this one. Okay, we've got the Bennu Talisman. This is in Dragon's Blood. Or, as I often refer to it, this is my Christmas pen. And it will join the Ranga Santa in a pen that I use every December. Let's take a look inside. So in there, we've got a Schmidt nib. I have to be careful how I pronounce that. It's another one cartridge converter. Potentially, it's possible to eyedropper this. I've still got ink in here. It's Diamine Best Wishes, which is a sheening and a shimmering ink. And one of the things I found with it is that the shimmer does block the feed. So once this is empty, I'm going to give it a really, really good clean. And then going forward, I'm going to have to be a bit picky about which pens I put that Best Wishes in, because certainly in here, I'm having problems with flow. It's not stopping me from writing, but it just means I just need to give it a shake every so often because the ink flow just seems to stop and dry up. The last pen I brought in, only brought it in the other day. This is the Leonardo Furore. Again, we've got a stub nib. In here, I've got Diamine Ghost. This pen, I'll show you, it's a capture converter. There you go. You can see there, not a lot of that ghost left in there. So another pen. I expect the next time I use this, this will run dry. All part of the idea this month, though, as I said, the theme, use me up. So that's it for the pens that I've been using so far. I'm currently planning next month's pens in use, and I think it's going to be quite an interesting one. The theme for March is going to be Marvel Heroes. So all the pens that I'm going to use, I'm going to try and somehow be able to tie them back to a Marvel hero. So you'll have to see the pens in use video when it comes out to see how I've done that. But why don't you give it a try? Why don't we have all of us using Marvel superheroes as our theme for our pens in March? That'd be really interesting. If that's something that you're interested in doing, drop a comment down below. And what I'll do is I'll work out a way we can maybe share what we're finding. It might be an excuse. I've been thinking about setting up a Discord server or a Slack group. So that might be an excuse to do that. Please, as I say, drop your comments down below. I'd love to get your thoughts. Do you want to join in with this? Do we want to start making it, you know, something where we get loads of people using the same theme each month? I'd love your thoughts on that. My talking topic today is answering some questions that have been asked quite a few times on YouTube, and that's around the daily short videos that I put out. So every day I do some writing. Obvious, that's what pens and paper are there for. What I do is, first thing in the morning when I get up, I sit down and I write my journal. I don't share that, that's something private. But then I've also got, at the moment, a Rhodia notebook where I write 2 A5 pages of quotes. Now, I've got a couple of apps on my iPad which give me the quotes. I then take those quotes and I take a photo of them. Well, I take a number of photos. I then share a single photo onto Facebook, Mastodon, and no, it's just Facebook and Mastodon now. I used to share them to Twitter, but I'm not quite happy with a lot of the changes that are going on at Twitter, so I've stopped publishing anything on there. So anyway, I take these and I put the photos on them social media sites. I then also create a short video, usually about 40 to 50 seconds long. And that's looking at the pen, not me talking, so it's just to music. And what I'm doing is I'm using a number of the photos to create a little video. The idea being the pen should speak for itself, doesn't need me to talk for it. Apart from the last 10 seconds, I've got 3 short lines, maximum of 3 words on each line usually, where I give some rough thoughts on what I'm finding with that pen. Now, why do I do these? The first reason, very personal, I want to improve my writing. My handwriting is horrific, or at least I think it is. So the idea is every day I'm spending a few minutes, normally takes me about 5 minutes to do the writing, and I'm being thoughtful about what I'm writing, how I'm writing, and that way I'm hoping to improve my handwriting. Whilst I'm doing this, whilst I'm doing the quotes, obviously I'm reading the quotes, and usually there are some which I don't put on there because I don't quite think they fit, but it also is a bit like a mindfulness exercise. So as I'm going through writing the quotes, I'm thinking about them and thinking how they apply to what I'm doing, what I'm seeing, how I'm feeling. So I find it's quite an interesting thing to do there. In terms of the video, well, I'm going to be honest, a little bit selfish of me. It's a bit of fun. I enjoy doing. Normally takes me 10 to 15 minutes to create the video, and then another 10 to 15 minutes to upload it to YouTube. Like doing this. So it goes onto YouTube, but it's published the following day. That same video, what I do is actually do publish it that day onto Instagram and onto TikTok. So in Instagram, I publish it into my stories. Like doing it. It's a bit of fun again, and just gives me, again, that few minutes of reflection first thing in the morning. One of the reasons I do this is for accountability. By sharing it publicly, the idea is I'm making myself accountable for delivering that media, for delivering that video, them photos every single day. So it just puts that little bit of pressure so that if I get up and I'm feeling a bit groggy still and I'm thinking, well, why am I bothering? Because I don't want to let people down. I don't want to let people down that enjoy the videos. By putting it up, by having that pressure, that accountability, means I'm practicing my writing every day. One of the things I want to achieve from these videos, and also from the pictures, is I actually want people to send me any questions or thoughts they have about the pen and the ink that I'm using, or things they'd like to know about it. So the idea is, you know, we're all limited in what we actually think about things, and we need that external stimulus from people asking questions, making comments, to maybe make us dig a bit deeper, to explore a bit more. And again, that's something I'm really interested in doing. I love getting comments. I love getting questions, because then, again, it's thoughtfulness. I'm thinking more about the pen, the ink, the paper, the whole experience. Then the final reason why I do these, and again, bit of a selfish one, every single day I do this when I'm getting up, when I'm sitting at my desk first thing in the morning. So every single day I'm starting the day with something that I've completed. It's a quick win. It gets me going. It actually boosts my productivity because I'm starting the day on a high then. I've delivered something I committed to, which is these photos, these videos, the social media posts, the YouTubes. So they're all there ready to go, getting me up, getting me fired up, so that when I get into my real work, I've already got a win, I've already got a good start, and I jump straight in and I'm able to be productive very, very quickly. So they were just my thoughts about these shorts. You know, if you've got any thoughts on the shorts I produce, please drop your comment down below. As I say, I want to get questions and comments. You know, a couple of people have made suggestions to how I'm creating them. I love that. That means I can implement it and, you know, hopefully deliver a better product. So I'd love the comments. Please keep them coming. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Every time you like, every time you comment, just helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get new videos as I release them. I'll talk to you again soon.